Alright, now we're going to be looking at autofill. Presently I'm in the worksheet autofill and in the workbook data entry. So when we talk about autofill, basically what we mean is our ability to be able to fill our cells quickly and easily with data in a chronological order. And how do I mean? Now, for example, looking at the kind of data we have here, you might want to have like an heading here, maybe the months will be here, maybe all these transactions, let's say they're for a particular month or they're for a particular year, and you just want to automatically fill up that heading after typing the first one. Now let's take this for example. Let's say this one is for year 2013. Okay, now we're done with that. Now even before we press enter, all we need to do is to come down here to this place, this small dot by the side. You observe the cross changes from this to this. So the moment it changes to that point, you can now click and drag. Now, but before we do that, this small dot here is called the autofill handle. It's called the autofill handle. So all we need to do is to click on it, then we drag. We drag to the right, we drag, and when we get to where we want to stop, we let go our mouse. You can see now that we've successfully filled that portion in a chronological order with the years that we want. Okay, so that's what we mean by autofill handle. Now this does not only work for year, it also works for month. Let's say we have January, and just write it in full. Okay, then I drag down, you can see it gives me up to all the months we have. I can also write it in abbreviations, but however the abbreviations has to be in 3-letter words. I can write it in abbreviations, then I can also drag. You see, it gives me what I want. Then we could also apply the same thing too for the day of the week. So I'm basically just going to take this out for the days of the week. Let's say this is Monday, and then we do drag down. You can see it still gives us what we want. Or we can even also drag backwards. Okay, just take it backwards. You can see, so it will just give us the days of the week chronologically backwards. See that now? So that's how autofill works. Don't forget, I call that small portion the autofill handle. So I'm going to just select all that and delete it. Then autofill handle also works for dates, for formulas, and the likes. So let me just show you for dates. Let's say this is today is 20th of June 2019. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, press enter, and go ahead and use the autofill handle down. Okay, so you can see now that's automatically increased the year. It's automatically increased the year. You could also do that for numbers. Let's say you want to fill up numbers, let's say IDs or something like that. One, then I can now come here. I want it to give me 1, 2, 3 downwards. Now observe what happens here. The moment I drag down, I'm having just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now in this case, all you need to do is to use the autofill options, which is here. Okay, so click on the drop down arrow there, then you see fill series. Click on it and you have the series filled up for you. Now if you don't want to go through that route, what you could just do is put in the first value and put in the second value. Then you can now select both and then use the autofill handle to drag. Having done this first two, it gives Excel that idea of what you're trying to do. So you're basically incrementing by 1. So the moment you drag, autofill handle understands what you're trying to do and it automatically fills it up for you. Else you can just do the first, like we did earlier, then you can drag down, then use the autofill options and use the fill series. So we're going to use this a lot of time even as we work in this tutorial.